Hey guys, welcome back to my channel, and if you're new, what's up? My name is vianney.strick. Thank you so much for being here. As you can see by the title, we're gonna go back to some drugstore makeup. I wanted to test out all the new drugstore makeup that I could get my hands on. So yeah, obviously it's gonna be very affordable, but I still wanna let you know if it's worth your money. So I hope that you guys enjoy this video, and if you do, please make sure to give it a big thumbs up, and don't forget to subscribe to my channel to join my squad. Let's get into it. I'm super excited. There's a couple products, well, all the products I'm excited about, but there's some that I'm like especially excited about. There's actually one product that you guys asked me to retry, so I figured I would put it in this video. So let's get into it. Okay, so starting off strong, the product that you guys wanted me to retry is actually the primer, so we're gonna start out with that. This is the Hard Candy Sheer Envy Glow Serum Primer. I did try it out in a video where I believe I also tried out a foundation, and you know, obviously primer and foundation together, like you can't really try both at once. So I wanted to try this again with like my favorite foundation at the moment to see like what the difference is, because this actually looks really pretty. So it's gonna be a glowy, like super glowy primer. Doesn't this look so like just fun? I think one pump would have been good. I don't know why I did two, but let's go ahead and spread it out. I know you can see some tint, but once you do kind of spread it out, the tint doesn't really tint much. Gives like a nice like bronzy glow. By the way, I haven't used this since that video, so this is like a second impression with you guys. Definitely think if you have oily skin, maybe try out a different primer from them. Okay, so this is what it looks like. You know, something about it that I like is that, yes, it's extremely glowy, but it's not extremely metallic. And that's something that I really don't like with super glowy primers. It does feel a little greasy, and it feels like it's gonna be very hydrating. So again, oily skin, stay away from it. I hate to bring in like high-end makeup to this video, but you guys wanted me to test out this primer with like my favorite foundation at the moment. So that is the HAUS Labs foundation, just to give it like a really good shot. So I'm gonna go ahead and put that all over my face. I only used one pump of this foundation, and I spread it out with my fingers and then a brush, and it gives me such a beautiful finish. So far, I'm actually liking this. I think, you know, obviously it made the foundation a little more dewy. It definitely changed the finish to a little more glowy, but it mixed with the foundation really well. And again, I feel like it's adding so much glow to my skin without like emphasizing texture. Obviously, glow will always like do the opposite of blurring, but I just feel like it's like just adding a glow in such a beautiful way. So I'm gonna let you guys know how it wears under this foundation, but so far, first impressions, I think it's really pretty. I just realized we're gonna be extra glowy today, all because of Hard Candy, because I also have like a liquid bronzer and a blush, and I believe they're all super glowy. So this is called the Face Off Bronzer, and it's a luminous gel bronzer. Again, hydrating, brightening, and buildable. I got this shade Chocolate Drip. I'm gonna grab this brush from BK Beauty. It's the 111, because it's like a little fluffy. I have no idea how pigmented this is gonna be. By the way, this is the packaging, so it almost looks like a lipstick. Let's start out with just a little bit, because sometimes I get carried away and these videos go a little crazy. So I'm gonna start tapping. Okay, so obviously this is a little bit darker than I would normally get, but it seems to be diffusing fairly quickly. This is definitely not my perfect shade. This has a little bit more of like a red undertone. I prefer something a little bit like more on the yellow side, if that makes sense, but let's just focus on the formula. That blended very nice. This seems like it's gonna be what I wanted the Flower Beauty liquid bronzer to be. Remember when we tried that one and it was like really pretty, but it was really patchy? So far, this is blending very quickly. It is pigmented, but it's like a very thin formula, and so it is blending quick, and I really like it. I think it's really pretty. I mean, I really have no complaints. It's pigmented, but blendable. A little goes a long way, but it's not like scary. Like, it really was such an easy product to use. This is giving me some Charlotte Tilbury vibes. I'm surprised that not enough people are talking about these, but so far I am loving it. And by the way, I did get the blush version. I like to do my concealer first though, so let me apply some concealer and I'll be right back and we can add the blush. But so far, 10 out of 10. For concealer, I mixed the Urban Decay Naked Quickie with the Revolution IRL just because this is lighter. And now we are concealed. Let's try out this blush. I'm so excited because I'm guessing it's like the same formula. As you guys can see, it's also called the Face Off. This is blush, and this one's in the shade Who Is She? Let's see if we're about to wonder who this is. So I'm gonna put about that much on there. I feel like, is this not giving some Charlotte Tilbury vibes? Like, truly. I will say I've never tried those wands because I'm the worst influencer. Blended so quickly. Again, just like the bronzer, but I will say this is not as pigmented. So let's go ahead and do the other side, and then I'll see if I can build it. Obviously, maybe it could just be the shade, but I will say this is looking really pretty. I'm not the type of girl that would do this much glow all the time, but I feel like this is definitely the trend right now. So I'm happy that I could maybe bring some affordable products to your attention. Okay, definitely built a little bit. That's really pretty. I know I look crazy, but I'm gonna set this with powder and then I won't look crazy anymore. So I'm gonna quickly set, let's see, I'm gonna set my under eyes with my Charlotte Tilbury and then the rest of the face with my No. 7 Lift and Illuminate powder. Alrighty guys, so my face is set, and honestly, I'm still pretty impressed. I feel like a lot of like cream products sometimes kind of disappear when you set them, but like I have to set my face, and I feel like that bronzer is still definitely peeking through, the luminosity is peeking through, and I feel like it's hard for you guys to see through the screen, but the blush is definitely still on. But you guys know I love a lot of blush, so we're gonna add more, and I also am very excited to try out a face palette. Somebody said that it was a dupe to the Hourglass like holiday palettes, and you guys know I have those palettes, and so I bought it for a dupe video, but I also figured like why not just try it out with you guys. So this is the Milani All-Inclusive Eye, Cheek, and Face palette. This is what the shades look like. Pretty light. This is definitely a palette for like a lighter skin toned person. Now this bronzer seems like a matte bronzer. Again, this might be way too light for me, but you know, like why not test it out? You know, why not? I think we could like build it up because I feel like it is giving me a little bit of color, and I really like that. Again, it's more of like a yellow undertone. So I'm just gonna put this everywhere and build it up and see what we can get. This actually worked out. I'm surprised that I got it to work. They do have a blush, so I'm excited to try that. This looks also like a matte shade. So far the formula, like on my finger as well as on my face, feels really, really nice. I don't know, it's feeling a little luxe. So that's awesome. Hopefully this ends up being a dupe. I will definitely do a dupes video, but this blush is looking really pretty. I'm surprised that I got this palette to work for me. Obviously, like the cream products under is what's gonna help me out with that by creating a base of color, but this is looking really pretty. And you guys know I'm gonna go ham with the blush because my face eats blush. Like I will not have this much blush at the end of the video. I really won't. They have a highlighter that I'll maybe use in my inner corners. You guys know I probably don't need any more glow. And they also have a glowy blush, which honestly this just looks like a rosy highlighter. So you have like a topper, and it does come with shadows in between. I'm not going to use those today. I'll use them in my dupes video because we do have another eyeshadow palette to use. But I will say so far this is stunning. I'm going to quickly do my brows off camera and I'll be right back for some eyeshadow. Alrighty guys, brows are done. I added some of the Rare Beauty brow powder as well as the NYX Thick It Stick It brow gel, and now we look like a human again. For eyeshadow, I decided to get this. I feel like everybody has said that it's really good. It wasn't cheap, but hopefully the quality is there. And I got the shade Golden Toffee. I'm so sorry that I got the basic color, but you know, I buy so much makeup that I need to start buying things that like I will use in my daily life, because if not, you know, it becomes a little bit wasteful. It was like $15, which like, you know, CoverGirl, like, or just really any drugstore makeup at this point. I feel like it's just getting more expensive, but I feel like $15 for a quad from the drugstore is like, whoa. So let's try this out. I'm gonna start out with like one of my new Holy Grail brushes. This is the Laura Lee Los Angeles L36. It's like a huge fluffy brush, and why don't we just use the whole thing? So I guess first we'll go into this shade as a transition shade. I will say for a quad, it does have it does have pretty big shadows. Oh crap. Wait a minute, that's really, really pigmented. I really wish there was like a lighter shade because that's a little dark for a transition shade. I just need like a wash of color, so I'm gonna go back to that Milani face palette and just grab the bronzer just to, you know, because I just need a wash of color to start off like any eyeshadow look, and then we can use those shades to like deepen it out, but that was a little scary. I guess we're just gonna really deepen out this look. So I'll put it in the outer corner, and then once I have less product on my brush, I'll start bringing it like under the crease. So far this is actually blending out very, very quickly. I don't want to go too dark with this, so I'm going to use that darker brown shade as a liner. So I want to try this shade dry first. It's definitely more of like a drier consistency, but it's more of like a glittery consistency. This is actually a really pretty shade though. It's like a very rusty muted gold with almost like an olive green undertone. So I'm gonna wet my brush with some CoverGirl little glow spray and see if we can bump this up to another level. Oh yeah, definitely. Okay, I will say it looked pretty without it being wet as well. So this shade is actually like a beautiful like buttery shimmer shade, and then this is more of like a glittery shade, so maybe we should use this in the inner corner. Did wet my brush, and I'm gonna pack it on and see what it looks like as an inner corner highlight. This is actually a really, really pretty, like almost like a muted brown smoky eye. Nothing is too warm, like this is all super like cool tone, but like wearable. I really like it so far. We're gonna use the darkest shade as like a smudgy eyeliner. It does have like specks of glitter in it, but I think it's one of those shades that like the glitter like wears off. So I'm just gonna put that again as like eyeliner. It's actually super pretty. I did get some fallout, so just letting you guys know, especially with like the glitter shades and the dark shades. I'm gonna grab this like shimmer shade real quick and add it as a brow bone highlight. I actually really ended up liking it. I think it's a nice palette. I think it's like pretty big. It has pretty like good sturdy packaging. They have a different amount of like color stories. I definitely think it created such a beautiful look. So this is like an easy brown smoky eye moment. So I know it's a little more expensive, but I think it's worth the money. I think it's very beautiful. I don't have a new mascara, so I'm gonna go ahead and apply that and I'll be right back. Alrighty, so I did go ahead and apply my Milani Anti-Gravity Mascara, one of my favorite mascaras. And I did want to show you guys, this is not a new setting spray, but it's definitely like a new love for me. If you're looking for a super hold setting spray that like makes your makeup not move, I know that there's a lot of them that are like high-end, that they're expensive, but if you want a fixing spray that is in a budget or in your budget, hopefully, definitely try this one out. It's the Makeup Revolution Super Fix Super Hold. This is like glue on your face. I did a YouTube short, one of my shorts is about how like you can literally spray your hand, oops, just dropped it. You can literally spray your hand with like eyeshadow, and then after it dries, like it does not move. I just feel like I don't really talk about this, and if you're just looking for that kind of product but like with a good price, definitely try this out. So I feel like I haven't really shown you guys these NYX fat oils in action. So let me just show you like my two favorite shades. These are called the NYX Fat Oil Lip Drips. I have this shade That's Chic, and it seems like very scary, but it is so pretty. It feels almost like a gloss, but it's not sticky, and it makes your lips look so juicy. They do have a nice doe foot applicator, and it's not like overly thick or overly thin. I did put these in my favorites, in my monthly favorites, and they do smell really, really nice. So I love this one, and then I will wear this on top of the lip combo that we're gonna do. So I did get another shade of the e.l.f. O-Face lipsticks that came out. I know a lot of you guys have been loving them. So today I wanted to try out the shade Dirty Talk. It's like a really pretty nude. So I'm going to quickly do a lip liner. We'll put this on and then this NYX Fat Oil on, and then we'll be done with the video. So I applied one of my favorite lip liners. This is Morphe lip liner in the shade Makeup Talk. Now let's apply this lipstick. So this is really nice from e.l.f. It does have like a soft matte touch case, and it's also magnetic, so that's really cool, and it is a satin finish. So again, this is the shade Dirty Talk, so I'm gonna go ahead and put that in the center. That's really pretty. It's definitely a satin finish. They're pigmented and they're creamy. They just feel really luxe, especially for an e.l.f. lipstick. So I just wanted to show you guys another shade. And then let's top it off with my NYX Oil Lip Drip Fat Oil. This one is in the shade Supermodel, and it's like a nice pink. This one actually has a little bit of gold glitter in it. The other one doesn't. And they all smell different, but they all smell really, really good. I like that better. I feel like it was a little bit too cool tone, and this is adding a little bit more like pinky. Look how juicy my lips look. Alrighty guys, and this is the final look. It's been a while since I tried a bunch of makeup and I liked every single thing. I don't even know how to like do the product rundown because I liked everything. That primer looks beautiful. It's so glowy, but so like complimenting. Like it's not a annoying type of like glowy. Like this is beautiful. That gel bronzer and blush, like hard candy, is going off. Also that Milani face palette, super nice. This CoverGirl eyeshadow palette looks stunning, and then of course this lip combo is like everything. So I definitely give every single thing that we tried a thumbs up. I will link everything down below. Let me know if you guys have any questions or if you have any specific products that you guys want me to try. Thank you guys so much for watching. I love you so much, and I'll see you guys in my next video.